Hello friends, let me tag everyone. Molecular hydrogen tablets test. We are going to get started in just a minute. If you know anyone that purchases molecular hydrogen tablets, I highly recommend you send them this video, send them my page so they can get on and watch this test that we are about to do. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, give some people some time to hop on, and then we are going to do a molecular hydrogen tablets test versus the actual medical grade molecular hydrogen device that produces unlimited amount of fresh molecular hydrogen daily straight from the tap. There we go. We're going to give people a little bit more time to come on. So I know a lot of people would rather get the hydrogen tablets just because it is the cheaper option than purchasing one of these. But I want y'all to know that we have so many different payment plan options. The amount that you spend on hydrogen tablets for like the whole year, you could finance the machine for the same amount of price, and you're going to get a better benefit from it. Stay on this video to continue watching and finish to figure out why. We're going to do a couple different tests. Hello, hello, those of you joining. If those of you that are joining are not following my page, make sure you hit the follow button. And those of you that do not know who I am and are new to my page, my name is Victoria, also known as Living Water Nurse. I am on a mission for time and money freedom, and I have found a vehicle through hydration that I am able to help high achievers and high level entrepreneurs maximize already what they have going on with their business, or if they're lacking something with their health, optimize their recovery, optimize their performance, and really implement this into what they already have going on and improving it. So let's get started, shall we? Today we're going to be testing molecular hydrogen tablets. Now let's look at a couple things on here. If we look on the back of the tablet, it says neutralize harmful free radicals and reduce oxidative stress with the smallest and strongest antioxidant in the world. Now, that's what molecular hydrogen is. We have all kinds of antioxidants, different forms of antioxidants that we can consume, and there's different forms of molecular hydrogen that we can also consume. One is the tablets, one is this. But when people do research about molecular hydrogen water or molecular hydrogen gas, they're talking about this medical device. They're not talking about molecular hydrogen tablets or molecular hydrogen inhalation, anything like that. And keep watching the video and you will figure out why. I've been seeing so much hype about people struggling with some serious illnesses, and they are choosing to go to this, or they're choosing to go to the hydrogen bottle versus getting real molecular hydrogen. Like, this machine started back in the 1940s by a company called Enagic, and Enagic is actually the company that pioneered water ionizers in the first place. So all these other companies that created water ionizers and started creating molecular hydrogen things, they started mimicking this company that has been around for 51 years. You will not find any other ionizer company or a water company that has been around for that long. You just won't. Another important thing is, if you're looking at water ionizers, look at their certificates. Certificates are super crucial, because if the company you're purchasing a water ionizer from has no certificates, it just means it's not legit. You're just getting something that's made by another manufacturer, and they're just selling it as a molecular hydrogen machine. Where this is an original OEM. It's called Original Equipment Manufacturer, meaning they make all their supplies in-house inside Okinawa, Japan. Which, if you didn't know, Japan is one of the healthiest countries for a reason. I mean, half the people there have this water. They live like past 100. They must know something, right? All right, let me quit yapping and let's get started. So The important thing to think about is I'm going to fill up this cup with my molecular hydrogen medical grade water ionizer right here. And for my molecular hydrogen tablets, I am going to use just Pure Life water because this is just going to be in comparison to using fridge water, filtered water, reverse osmosis water, well water, anything like that. This is what this bottle is going to represent because those have similar test ranges to what we're about to do. And that's something so crucial. It's like we're spending money on these molecular hydrogen tablets, but what is the water that we're consuming this tablet with? Are we even going to be able to absorb this molecular hydrogen that we're trying to consume? Like, we're trying to get the molecular hydrogen, but we got to get it into our cells for us to be able to get the benefit of it. We don't want to get 50% benefit on something we spent $50 on, right? So let's see. I'm going to fill this up all the way. Yeah. And wow. So this is what they look like. All right, so we're gonna pop the bad boy open, and while it's dissolving, I'm gonna bring a cup up close so you can see what it looks like while it's dissolving. So you can see how it starts to starts fizzing up. I'm gonna stir it up, help the process a little bit. So they did a good job of trying to represent molecular hydrogen by trying to make it look like creating the bubbles. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. All right, so we got that bad boy stirred up. Oh, I mean, it's still in there. I personally, looking at this glass, this is just me. Some people might love looking at this and think it looks so juicy and good and just want to slurp it on up. But I look at this and I'm just like, I would much rather prefer to drink the other option. This just not, it doesn't look appealing. It looks like protein, like I would have to close my nose to drink it. I'm not tasting it, by the way. I don't want to. All right, we've got that. Now we're going to turn on the medical grade molecular hydrogen. So this is my tap. My tap turns on. I just flip a little switch. .5 pH. 9.5 pH. We're going to fill that bad boy on up. Now check out what fresh molecular hydrogen straight from the source looks like. That's what it looks like. Y'all see that? Microclustered structured water. So I would much rather consume that. That looks so much yummier. So the first test we're going to do is called an oxidation reduction test using an ORP meter. This is testing the liquid's ability to reduce oxidation. And a lot of scientists and people use this to test the oxidation of any liquid. A lot of people get confused when I mention oxidation and raise an eyebrow and don't really know what that means. The ability to reduce oxidation. Think when we cut an apple in half, what color does the apple end up turning? The apple ends up turning brown. So if this meter gives us a positive number, we're turning our body more brown and causing oxidation versus keeping our body on the nice white clear side of the apple, that is full of antioxidants, giving us life and rejuvenating us, right? So positive number means it's bad for us. It's actually causing us inflammation and speeding up the aging process in our bodies. So for those of us like me that want to stay looking young, I know when I talk about slowing down the aging process, we don't literally mean the actual, it's gonna like make us age slower. We mean it's gonna reduce our body's ability to age, because the things we consume in our bodies, it's either making us age faster or it's making us age slower. So positive number, it's making us age faster. Negative number, it's making us age slower. All right, so we're gonna start with, let's start with the hydrogen tablets. So we have a 444, a negative number, which is good. We do want a negative number, I'll give it that. It's exactly what we want. That's one great aspect of these hydrogen tablets. It'll give you a negative oxidation, so it tells us that it has the ability to reduce oxygen. Now let's test fresh molecular hydrogen straight from the source. We have a negative 610, negative 606, 605. We're in the negative 600s, right? So we'll do it again. But based on this, just one test, using the ORP meter, we can confirm that molecular hydrogen from a medical grade water ionizer straight from the source has a higher antioxidant potential for our bodies. This test confirms so. Negative 451. Okay. Negative 606. Back in the negative 600s. Right? All right. Now the next test we're going to do is, there are 3 different things that you really need to look at when you are looking at consuming water. You have to look at first the charge. You have to look at the pH. You want to make sure that it has true alkalinity. And then you want to make sure that it is microclustered and it's actually able to fit inside our cells, so we can actually digest things like tablets like this. So the second test we're going to do is the second property, testing the pH. So yes, the charge of the water was great. It was negative like we wanted it. But the charge is not the only thing of these tablets that we need to pay attention to. If we want to get the full benefit of molecular hydrogen, we have to pay attention to 2 other things, pH and microclustering size. Okay, so if we have a yellow or red color, it means that it's acidic. It's causing inflammation in our bodies. If you don't know what a buildup of acid will do in your body, do a Google search right now. That is your homework. If it's purple or blue, it means that it's alkaline. That means it's hydrating. It's reducing inflammation. All right, so here's my machine, and here's the tablets. Yikes. So as you can see, this is acid water. This is acidic water. And this is alkaline. Well, people will look at this and they're like, oh, our stomachs are acidic anyways. It doesn't matter. It's going to become acidic anyway. Just because our stomachs are acidic, the properties of this water to absorb into our cells does not change. That does not change. I wish I had a straw to blow into this water, because if you had a straw, that's what we mean by true alkalinity. We could blow a straw in here, and then this would still still not change purple. Versus if you get bottled alkaline bottles from the store that are used with synthetic chemicals to make it alkaline, that color would actually turn acidic. That's where it makes a difference when it digests in our stomach, is when you're consuming fake alkaline bottled water. This is real alkalized water. Okay, so the last test that we're going to do is we want to see if this molecular hydrogen tablets actually has the last property. The last property is the microclustering. Is it even going to be able to fit into our cells with the water that we're consuming it with? Let's do it. Let me clean this out. I just feel like hydration is such a missing piece that people overlook in their health. And the more and longer I work as a bedside ICU nurse and see people coming in struggling with dehydration as the root cause of any disease that they have, along with acidosis and oxidation, it's like if we're able to prevent all those things by something as simply as changing our water, it's like, why are more people not doing it? We need to be getting more proactive about getting to the root cause of things versus masking the symptoms and taking a pill and going on about our day. Because truth of the matter, all those pills, they're going to end up catching up to us, and then we're going to be forced to invest in our health in a whole different way than we never expected. And I'm saying this because I see it every day I work in the hospital, and people are like, how did I get here? How did this happen? It's all those years of synthetic buildup in the body. That's what it leads to. Anyways, let's do the last test. So this is the microcluster test. We're going to put a little bit of water in here. So if you hear me in my videos talking about how taking supplements, it doesn't matter what supplements you take, it matters what kind of water are we taking the supplements with. Because if we're not taking supplements with water that's going to be able to allow us to absorb it into our cells, we're spending a lot of money to have expensive tea. Right here. Alright, we got this thing in now. We got a tea bag. Let's check them out. Normally we need hot tea. I want to zoom it in because this is going to be cool. Normally we need hot tea to activate the tea, to be able to penetrate the tea bag, right? Oh. So that's just crazy. I can't get over that. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see that? The difference. I'm going to bring it up closer. I just cannot get over the difference right now. So this is the Pure Life water with the tea bag. This is medical grade molecular hydrogen electrolyzed reduced water. So if this tea bag is not able to penetrate through this water, how is it penetrating the supplements, proteins, anything you are taking that you're consuming with this water? That's what I mean by we're peeing out expensive pee. Spending all these money, our hard-earned money, on all these supplements for it to not even digest or get into our cells. I mean, we can do it again. I'm going to fill it up. Watch this. I'll put a little bit more water right here. Oh, we're out. We're out. check it out. We'll try it again over here. It started to change color a little bit, but it's nowhere near the difference. As you can still see. So don't get so fixated on buying molecular hydrogen tablets. Pay attention to the other properties. You have to look at the water you're consuming it with, the microcluster, and true alkalinity. Because if it has molecular hydrogen but it's lacking microcluster, the ability to get into our cells, and true alkalinity, it's really doing our bodies more harm than it is doing good. Another thing that I want to include in the video that some people get fixated on is that they will see this number. It says 12 ppm, parts per million. That's the number of dissolved molecular hydrogen. In order for molecular hydrogen to be at therapeutic levels, it needs to be dissolved. So this has 12 is a super high number because this concentration is like super high, so you can get a lot of antioxidant properties, right? But if the concentration is high but it's not getting dissolved into the microclustered water, you're just peeing this out and not absorbing it. I just want y'all to fully understand all these different properties because these are things that I wasn't educated on and nobody else is educated on. I know for a fact that your doctor will never educate you on this, and if you are just starting your healing journey, your hydration learning journey, and you are interested in learning more, there is a free ebook. I have a free Alkaline Body Balance ebook. You can get it in my links in my bio, or if you want a full video breakdown of the powers of the waters, just DM me water.